Imagine discovering that your best friend, the person you laughed with, trusted, maybe even defended, was hiding one of the darkest secrets imaginable. And then imagine realizing someone else was actively helping him, protecting him, even from justice. That's when I decided I couldn't stay silent. And let me tell you, the fallout was brutal, swift, and so unbelievably satisfying. If you've ever wished you could serve justice to someone who thought they were untouchable, smash that like button right now. Subscribe for more stories where karma doesn't just knock, it kicks the door down. For years I thought I knew my best friend. We shared jokes, went to events together, and trusted each other in ways that only really close friends do. But several months ago, the foundation of that friendship cracked apart in an instant. I discovered something horrifying. He was a rapist. I won't go into graphic details because I respect his victims too much for that, but I will say this: the evidence wasn't just convincing, it was overwhelming, unshakable, enough to make my stomach turn, enough to make me feel sick for ever having called him a friend. It was like standing in front of a stranger, realizing you never really knew the monster behind the mask. That's when I cut all ties. No hesitation, no second chances. But here's the thing about betrayal on that scale: silence doesn't sit right. Especially when you know the man has been preying on women in your social circles for 20 years. 20 years the victims couldn't speak up, and that broke my heart. But me, I wasn't his victim. That gave me the freedom and honestly the responsibility to say something, to warn others. So I started telling the truth. Most people listened. Some believed me instantly. Others needed time. And then there were the ones who fought back. One woman in particular hated me, and I don't mean she disliked me or thought I was annoying. No, this was hatred that burned hot and wild. The last time I was around her, she and her mother, high as a kite on acid and ecstasy, screamed at me for hours. They called me demonic evil. They shouted, "Hell, Satan!" like some cartoon villains trying to scare me off. It was laughable, but at the same time disturbing. And when I told her the bare bones of what my ex-friend had done, she brushed it off, claimed I was crazy, lied to everyone we knew, calling me unstable, dangerous, evil. But what crossed the line wasn't just the smear campaign. It was the fact that she hid him from the police. When detectives tried to serve him with a restraining order, she literally sheltered him, protected him from facing consequences. That's when the disgust turned into a spark, and that spark grew into something else entirely: resolve. If she wanted to shield a monster, then she could live with the fallout. So I started digging. It didn't take long to figure out where she worked. She had a position at a well-known event planning company, a big one, the kind that books massive conventions, concerts, weddings, even corporate gatherings. And the irony, her job gave her access to people, to situations, to environments where predators like my ex-friend could thrive undetected. The thought made me sick. What if she slipped him into an event? What if she used her position to help him meet new victims? I couldn't live with that possibility, so I drafted an email, short, professional, but sharp as a knife. I told the company that I was concerned about her role, that she might be giving access to a known predator. I hit send, and then I waited. The reply didn't take days, it didn't even take hours, it came almost immediately. The company's customer service department reached back, asking for more details. They wanted proof. They wanted to know exactly what was going on. My hands shook as I typed out my response. This wasn't just petty revenge, it was justice in motion. I gave them the contact information for the detective leading the case. If they wanted verification, they could hear it straight from law enforcement. After that silence, for 2 days I heard nothing. My mind raced with possibilities. Maybe they didn't care. Maybe they'd brush it off. Or maybe, just maybe, then the news broke. She was fired. Not demoted, not suspended, fired. Immediately. The company decided they didn't want someone like her anywhere near their brand, their events, their reputation. And honestly, I couldn't blame them. Now she's an Uber driver, and every time I think about it, I can't help but smile. This woman who screamed at me, who called me evil, who sheltered a predator and tried to smear my name, lost the shiny professional career she thought made her untouchable. And me, I got to watch karma move faster than I ever imagined, the satisfaction beyond words. Some people might say I went too far, that it wasn't my place. But here's the reality: the proper channels were already tried. The victims had gone to the system, but the system takes time. It takes money, and he had both on his side. They didn't. So was I supposed to just sit back, pretend it wasn't happening, pretend she wasn't actively protecting him. No, not a chance. And the truth is, I don't care if some people judge me for it. I didn't need their approval. I needed justice. And this was the slice of justice I could actually serve. Sometimes revenge isn't about hurting someone for the sake of it. It's about balance, about making sure people who shield monsters feel the heat of their own choices. She wanted to play protector. Fine. Now she can protect her Uber rating instead of a rapist. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. It really helps. And tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen or experienced? And of course, hit that subscribe button for more stories where karma shows up loud and unapologetic. Because on this channel, justice always finds its way.